Yo, what's cracking, baby? What's happening out there tonight? We're going to be looking at hole number 2 in the pro division. You know, the division where we can actually have some fun at and hit perfect. So let's take a look here. We're just going to let it play, and then we're going to break it down. This is going to be the safe way. We want to look at this way because it's the safe way. The other ways can potentially, if you hit a great left, it could spell disaster, and that's the last thing you really want. A force great's going to come. It's what they do. So we're just going to play the safe route and still get the hole in one. You know what I mean, bro? So this is going to be mid plus 10%, but I'm going to throw up the notebook lines here in a minute so you can really see it. We're just kind of breaking it down from the beginning here and letting you get a good look at it.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, what you think about that right there, boy? So as we're looking at that, let's notice one thing to start with. How about this? I mean, let's see here. Let's see this. I mean, how many times has that been called great? I mean, it's insane. But, oh, we get a perfect here. All right, cool. Hey, we're in the right division, I guess. All right, so let's take a look at what we did. So as we're lining up here, notice we put at the 1 yard line, and we're putting the red ring near the rough. Okay, so right there. All right, so here's our set point. The 1 yard line and the red ring by the rough. Now let's see how far on the high side of the 1 yard line are we versus the 2 yard line. So from there, we move it down just a little bit. Let's see. So it's right near the high side. Okay. All right. So as we let it play here and look at this is the other part that we came here for. You know, if we were to count the dark rows from the hole, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it looks to be that right here, right, and that position, but look also where it's at. It's like on the line. So you could pretty much sit there and say, well, that looks to be in the crosshairs of those, those 4 squares right there. Technically, you know what I mean? So, sniper 9, things like that. We may can see where that hop is in relationship to, because we're at the 1 yard line, so maybe the clubs are a little different there as far as length, right? Because what is it typically like at the 2 yard line, 4 yard line, and 8 yard line with the 10, 9, and 8? So we're at the 1 yard line. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure in a set point once we start playing other accounts and seeing if our ball hop is going to be landing right there. That may help us know how far back and forward we are right here, just to kind of double check ourselves, right? So a second check. So our first check, 1 yard line, red ring by the rough. And so as we start looking at this, we check it there, we got it. And then I set this a couple of times, and we're going to get in there and look at it. Hold on, I'm cleaning my screen off and it cut it dark. So look right here, I get the adjustments here, then I zoom in, okay? So it looks to be, that's our other set point right there. You could sit there and say, from the hole, you got 1, 2, 3 squares up. You got that light square, and then the tip of the ball guide is in it's close to the center of the dark square, but I would say maybe halfway between the left tip and the center. So just past maybe the corner as it's leading into there, okay? Obviously it's a sniper 10, so the ball guide's stopping right there. So the biggest thing that we're also going to do from that point is check our spin. And this is going to help us. I think I take the shot there. So this is the last spin that I do is right here. So let's go to that. See what the Iceman does for you? Gets in there. You get these small ass phones and things you're looking at. And we're getting in there. So if you, as you can see right here, I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 4.8. All right. So 4.8 right spin. And we got 1, 2, 3. And some would say maybe that is a half. I mean, it's close, but just kind of when you're looking at it, I would say maybe just under half. But maybe, it's kind of an optical illusion, maybe a little bit too. I don't feel like that's half. I feel like it's just under half, if that makes any sense. I think it's close to half, but I think it's more maybe 3.3 or 3.25 or something. I don't know. So again, our set point right there with the ball guide. And let's take another look at some other set points right here with this. So can we judge that? It looks to be that, what is that? If we were to count squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares up, and it's just to the inside of the line on the 4th square. So that potentially could be a nice little reference point after you get your set as you're looking into the ball guide going up there. So something maybe we can pay attention to. Potentially maybe can help the rollout or, just the look of it. And so, all right, so I told you guys I would turn on Notebook. So let's do that. And let's see here. All right. We got our crosshairs. It's 6.0 plus 10%, which comes out to 5.6. I'm sorry, I need to put a power 3 ball in there. So 6.0 is coming out to 6.0. So right now, looks to be 1-to-1. So if you don't have Notebook or anything like that, potentially could be just 1-to-1 adjustments on this, right? So keep that in mind. So as we play it here, you'll see that I set it on the 5 ring, which is the edge of the white. And right there is the 6. So 5. So if you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here is 5. And then when I go across there is 6. Got it? And then just looking at the pin, looks like I pinned it pretty good there, and we're fine with that. So where it lands, we wanted to make note of that in the other, vid, because we want to see exactly how much room we got. So this is for the perfect. So great right, we should be good. Great left, we should be good. I mean, we're not in danger of hitting the front part of the rough either, because guess what? We're at the 1 yard line and we've already kind of preset that. So, and then let's take a look at, so it hits there, plenty of room. And I tell you what, so it lands up higher than where we were. So 1 square up. 1, 2, 3, 4, we said, so it actually lands up 1 square higher. But right here, notice this. Notice this right here. It's hitting the pin good there. Good, solid, hard notch, right? All right, so we're going to play it one more time from the start and the get-go and let you see it with the Notebook just straight up. So this is the whole breakdown for hole number 2. You set it to 1 yard line, red ring by the rough. We're going to go 3.3 backspin, about 4.8 right spin. Should put us really close to this, left center of that dark square, but just before the that light square. So that could be a perfect little reference point for us right here. So it's just to the left of center of that dark square. So really good reference point here. And then we're going to be going mid plus 10%, which turns out to be 1 to 1. And we pull it back, get the pin. And there's the hole. All right, guys, listen, that is your breakdown of hole number 2. Thanks for watching, and ice out.